Hey, and welcome back to the No Filter Podcast, everybody. I know, it's been a while. What can I say? I'm perfect at having schedules. Did I ever tell you guys that? I hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday, and I want to just make this clear right now. I did not forget that my podcast exists. I've just been trying to get the quality down in these videos that I have with these people, such as Braden, John, and Devin, because I'm tired of YouTube's algorithm for the file size not picking up on both mics. And it's only YouTube that I have a problem with. And it's the only platform, though, that I like to upload on. So, I've been doing a lot of that. And, in between getting a fucking new bed, new cell phone, and getting my truck fixed. So, obviously, there's a lot more behind it. But I promise I did not forget about it. I'm drinking grape juice. This will be a shorter podcast. I feel like I had to upload something today, though, because 7 days for me is too long to go without uploading something. My Mommy Milkers and Gordon Ramsay podcast just hit over 50 views, which is fantastic because that means someone took the time out of their day to even click on the video itself. So thank you to everybody who watches or listens to this. What are you guys doing when you listen to this fucking thing? When I'm driving is when I mostly listen to podcasts because I'm not really a music guy currently. I drove so much last month that I'm kind of music out a little bit, but that's okay. That vibe comes back every once in a while. Speaking of vibing and shit, I was just thinking today at work, I was like, man, what is with Pornhub having such a long-ass intro? I have that epic drum solo, and then their name pop up, Pornhub. We have no idea what site we're on. We're not children, Pornhub. We're fucking grown-ass adults trying to get a pregame nut in, leave us alone, get to the video. It's like Brazzers. Brazzers is a type of Pornhub company that used to charge you for porn, by the way. It's like, who the fuck is gonna charge you? Because you made a 44-minute fucking sex video. I can make a 7-minute one at home and make it look just as good. I mean, granted, they're using fake cum and shit, but still, it's like, Brazzers also has this 1 minute and 35-second intro every episode, and it's like you're catching up on a seasons of Bridesmaid or Hell's Kitchen or 90 Day Fiancé. It's like, I don't need all this. This is ridiculous. God damn. I'm currently recording this, by the way, as I look at this fucking mess I have in my apartment, because I just got a new bed, came in today. I got a queen with a movable platform, which, by the way, I'm not going to use. The only reason why I got it is because the lady's like, hey, there's a deal going on. Box spring and legs and, are the same price as this movable platform. And I'm like, shit, that's a fucking steal. So I ended up going with the movable platform, and I'm setting this thing up, and it's not hard to do. But for a second, I almost forgot how to set it up because I'm like, why the fuck won't this thing collapse? God damn it. Dang, my group chat's going crazy right now. I have a group chat with my work friends, and we're talking right now about how we went to a restaurant this past Saturday, and I guess a waitress was complaining about an $18 tip, which, by the way, it's not a high-end restaurant. It's about minimum end, I would say. 18 is good for that because that's a whole-ass meal. That's about at least 18%, I believe. So we're talking about it, and I'm like, pop a tit and get a quarter. For real, though, I hate tipping because I shouldn't feel pressure to think, oh, God, does this person need a $20 tip today to feed that baby that survived the 2 abortions because she didn't want it because her baby daddy was an abusive piece of shit? And it's like, we should not be... Tipping should just be out of courtesy. It shouldn't matter how much it is. Whether it's $1, $100, $1,000. First off, everybody thinks we walk around with this Mr. Beast money, okay? Which, by the way, if anybody has Mr. Beast money, don't be scared to hit me up, But it's like tipping should not be the way it is set up. Before, remember, you could customize a tip, but it says recommended, which would be it's never less than 20% now. It's all like every restaurant I've gone to has been at least 20% of the thing. Which for me is I don't tip based off of how much the meal was. I tip of how good it was. If the service was dog ass and the food was good, I'm going to tip you average, like $10. But if the service was ass, you ain't getting fucking dick. I'm going to just round up to the nearest dollar. Hope you enjoy those 13 cents, Megan. Fucking cunt. And then if the service is good, I'm going to tip you more than I should. And I think like that should just be said as like a tip should just be a tip. A tip should not count towards their hourly wage. You know how many jobs there are outside of waitressing? Like massage therapy, therapists, all that. They'll rely on heavily tips, you know? And it's like, why should they have to go to school, get a license, maintain that license every 2 to 4 years, you know, by going back to school or renewing it and having to pay a fee? You know, why should they rely on tips for that? What if their customers are, you know, not coming in as much, or they're not being able to afford it because of inflation, you know? Fuck that. We need to stop. They need to start paying their employees normal fucking wages. They complain about it. Then don't be a waitress for one. And because at some point they're gonna have to start hiring it more. I mean, obviously that's not how that works. We know big corporate. We know them. Yeah. Other than that, not too bad. Not too bad. I don't know what I was just talking about. I'm drinking grape juice. I know I said that in the beginning, but god damn, dude, I didn't realize that grape juice was a natural laxative. Because I had a whole ass cup last night before I went to bed, and I woke up this morning, I'm like, oh god, my tummy hurts, and I took the fattest shit at 8 a.m. I remember I was like, you know, like when you do that thing, and you're like, your stomach automatically hurts, your ass clenches to like level 9. And you're like walking to the bathroom, but you don't want to make it known that you have to shit, because you know, at least where I work, we have this guy who's 6'3", and he likes to look over the stall when you take a shit. Obviously, we're best friends, so it doesn't bother me any. In fact, it makes me laugh a lot more than it should. But yeah, man, it's something else. I'll be honest with you. And not to mention, I hate when, like, it's whenever I have to take a shit is when someone wants to start a conversation with me about something important. Like, I'll give you an example. 2 weeks ago, I had massive diarrhea, okay? And I let my boss know. I said, hey, if I'm in the bathroom a lot more today, don't be worried. I'm just having stomach issues. He says, okay. And around 7:30 a.m. rolls around, and I have to take a shit, and I'm, like, walking. You know I got to go to the bathroom. And one of my coworkers stops me and goes, do you know where product D is at? And I'm like, oh god, it's in that back left corner. If you walk 7 feet forward, 6 feet right, walk forward again, it's right there. And he goes, oh, I looked over there and I didn't see it. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, you can't ask anybody else, but I'm the one who put it there, so I'm not expecting anybody else to know. So I have to walk with him all the way to the back fucking corner. And you know what? Now I'm telling this story, and it's like I feel like I could have just been honest and been like, look, man, I got a shit. Can you wait like 5 minutes? And I sooner or later did end up shitting, but what happened was I showed him where the product was at, and then what's it called? I was like, oh, I don't have to go to the bathroom anymore. So I just held it till like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. And then when I went to the bathroom and I had to shit, I ended up clogging the toilet, and a lot of the poop surfaced. So when I had to like plunger it out, a lot of poop got on the plunger. I won't lie, man. It was fucking disgusting. It's one of those things where it's like, my god, if I clog the toilet at work, I'm quitting. I'm just gonna clock out, leave a note on the boss's desk, like, look, I embarrassed myself. I'm not coming back. And I know, like, oh, Eddie, no one would care after a few days. I would care. For some reason, this factory has a really hard time at letting stuff like this go. You drop something, guess what? You get a picture taken of you, and it's on the wall for 4 days. And everybody goes, look at this fucking piece of shit. So, I love the people I work with, but goddamn, I shouldn't feel scared all the time. God, I'm talking to this person, right? She's a fucking dry-ass texter. God damn. I get we're not like dating or anything, and we're not like talking like that, but if we're having like a conversation, then don't one word reply me, motherfucker. God damn, I like whole ass sentences. Write me novels. Don't send me novels though in videos. I hate hearing people talk half the time, cause then like a normal video that people send me goes, yeah, I was cleaning out the garage and and then they continue their story and then they go it's like a buffering video, and I just tap through it half the time. My girlfriend knows better at this point. Obviously, if we're having a conversation about something and everybody stays on track, I'm willing to listen to the video. But 9 times out of 10, I'd rather just read a text that you sent me while driving and hope to God I don't crash into a pole. Man, a lot of accidents too, by the way. Now that I'm on that conversation, a lot of accidents have been happening lately, and I feel bad for these families because a lot of these accidents are coming with fatalities. Wait, is that how you describe a dead person? A lot of these accidents are coming with deaths, and I feel bad for most of these families because there was one like 3 weeks ago that this whole story came out, and this guy killed a lady because he was drunk driving, and I'm like, bro, like, I get it, you know, that car got in the way. It wasn't. No, for real though. If people are drinking and driving, I feel like there's so much stuff out there. Like, even if you don't go to jail, imagine losing your license and having to pay a $50,000 fine, right? Because I'm gonna give an example here. My ex-girlfriend's mom's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, I don't know, I don't talk to them now, so I couldn't tell you exactly the situation, but her mom's boyfriend at the time had 4 DUIs, and he had to wait 1.5 years to see somebody for it, and his car just sat in the driveway the entire time. He didn't sell it, which, by the way, would have been just a better alternative. Get your money's worth and pay off the car so you don't have car insurance or anything. And he ended up losing his license, and not only that, he had to do a bunch of repairs on his car, from what I remember, because it sat there for so long. So, what a fucking piece of shit. Not to mention, you would have thought the first ticket he got, which was $25,000, and that's not even including the fact he had to go to court, get his bike out of repossession, and get his bail money, you know. All that shit he had to fucking pay. And he's like, you're going to drink and drive 3 more times? The one reason why he got caught the first time was because he was speeding on the back of the bike, drunk as shit, by the way. And his girlfriend at the time was beating him on the back, yelling at him to stop, and the police pulled him over because it looked like endangerment, which it was, 100%. You don't go 100 in a school zone. Shit, I've never drinking or drive before, but goddamn, at least I fucking know better to go, oh wait, this is a school zone, I'm gonna stop. I guess some people are just that retarded when they drink alcohol. I mean, come on. We all drive with a little buzz sometimes, right? Like, I ain't gonna judge, but God. No, I'm kidding. Isn't it, yeah, but fuck that guy. I hope he fucking rots in hell, to be honest. I think he's a fucking piece of shit. But before, I never stood up to him, though. Because back when I was with her, my girlfriend at the time, I was really scrawny, and I was like, damn, I couldn't take this guy. But now I got some fucking meat on me, and it's like, god damn, I weigh more than this motherfucker, so come on. Where are you at? Come out of the closet. Let's do a boxing match like all these YouTubers do and give me clout and money. But we fix it, though, so where you win the first match, and I come back asking for a rematch, and I win it. And then 3 years later, you try to redeem yourself because you hate being tied with me. I don't know. Something stupid like that. You guys ever watch Transformers? Transformers Rise of the Beast comes out in, 12 days? Comes out in 12 or 13 days. I cannot tell you how hyped I am for that movie. I'm a huge Transformers geek. The only movie I did not see was Bumblebee, but I just watched the first 7 minutes of the movie Bumblebee back in 2018, because I guess that's like a big part in the Rise of the Beast, which it was. Cybertron, by the way, looks fucking amazing. I cannot lie about that. I think that looks awesome. But I was a huge Transformers fan, man. Like, through 1 through 5. Like, they were all fantastic movies. I wish they would have opened up Transformers, though, like they did with Bumblebee, but back when the series started. I understand that Transformers 1 took place in the present and Bumblebee takes place in the past. But I still feel like they should have opened up with that, because there's gonna be I don't know how many people are gonna jump into a movie like that, but there's some people who jump into Star Wars and stuff, and it makes no sense, right? So I'm assuming that would be the same way with Bumblebee, because okay, the movie is meant to be back in the past, but you've already had 5 movies, so why? No one even knew what Cybertron fucking looked like besides like a few clips here and there. I'm going to come back with information on that, because I only remember it being in the first movie. But, yeah, I'm ready for Rise of the Beast, man. It looks fucking badass. But, now that we're on the topic of Transformers, remember the movie Dark of the Moon? With Sentinel Prime, Optimus Prime, Megatron? I want to point out that Sentinel Prime, he gives me total slave owner vibes. Like an old white guy with the Confederate flag on it. You know, and he's like, the only reason why he's killing Optimus is because he's that one mixed black kid who thinks that both sides should be free and live their lives. And then Megatron is obviously the black guy. I'm not saying because he dies first every movie, but but because he's kind of like the black guy that is like going after revenge, but it's not for like killing anybody. It's just for his own freedom and rights. Megatron want to ride on the front of the bus. God damn it! Let him ride on the front of the bus. Yeah, I feel like if it was just based off race, I'm trying to think of Bumblebee. By the way, would be your autistic brother, because he's just like the nonverbal, and for some reason he's naturally like good at fighting. You guys ever meet kids like that? I should get a kid with Down syndrome on this podcast, and I'm not talking about my brother because I need someone who's obviously verbal. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Ask him, like, do you know you're Down syndrome? Like, do you know that you have an extra chromosome? Huh? Just start asking fucking inappropriate questions like that. Why do you all look the same? Okay, I'm getting off that topic. It's gonna get fucked up. But no, I feel like Bumblebee would be autistic, and then Ratchet, which, by the way, is that Ratchet name is pretty fucking ratchet. Like, from the ghetto, in the hood. He would be like the dad who gives, like, basic dad advice. Not once did Ratchet ever perform medical on anybody, right? No, I take that back. He did once, and that was in Revenge of the Fallen, and it was just, like, with the words of, like, electrify. Like, what the fuck? How you gonna be a medic transformer and not once perform any kind of, like, saving? How many times Optimus gets ass kicked and he just keep going? He didn't ask for no assistance. He ain't getting no oil drawn. What the fuck? Hang on, my phone's going off. What the hell? Okay, we'll reply back to this really quick. Hang on. Okay, there we go. I just got a snap that says, "Hey, what's up? Eats balls." Okay. Oh, God. I was going to take a fucking nap, but no. Not me. Why would I take a nap? Why would I make time for myself to do so? I'm fucking tired. I was dragging ass all day at work. I was like, goddamn, I can't wait to go home and take a goddamn nap. I'll tell you what, okay? But no, I was like, I got pissed off because I can't figure out this goddamn audio bullshit, in which it's going to take time, but as we're, like, progressing into more episodes, I for sure want to make sure that the quality is top notch. I should be able to hit 20 episodes on YouTube, because I have 10 on Podbean, by the way, if anybody who doesn't know that, and I'll link it next podcast if you want me to. I have 10 episodes on Podbean, so I'm going into almost 30 episodes, and I'm still having audio issues, and I feel like this is fucking bullshit, and I can't figure out why. So, yeah, what the fuck? I'm gonna check the news right quick while I'm on here with you guys. You can't believe the Ukraine and Russia war still going on? Yeah, I think it's ridiculous that war is still going on. Fucking, how the hell is you? Okay, first off, everybody says that Russia's weak and all this, in which Russia's a fucking bitch. I don't care what anybody says, but you can't sit there and tell me that Ukraine is getting aid from all these countries, which, by the way, we cannot. I can't believe that we have the balls to sit there and say we're not involved with this war as we're sending them billions of dollars. Total fucking scheme. I don't care what anybody says, but can't believe it's still going on. Also says Yellowstone National Park issues dire warning, danger to tourists. Shut the fuck up. Well, how would you know? It's the planet, you retard. I get you're a scientist and not have 9 degrees, but I'm here to tell you with my no degrees, and I can count to 7 math intelligence that that's a fucking piece of shit. I don't care. And an alien message will be sent from Mars tomorrow. What the fuck does that mean? Can you believe that Putin isn't racist? In this photo I'm looking at, Putin's talking to a black guy. He gave me total, like, I'm scared of black people vibes. I don't know why. Just, I think, like, that's a big vibe to give off. I could be wrong, but, yeah, I don't, oh, god damn. Just looking at the thing. Oh, by the way, I have Monday off, and I've never been more hyped. Oh, Russia intercepts 2 U.S. bombers over sea. What the hell? Baltic Sea. First off, why are we going over there? Keep our shit out of their airspace. We bitch everybody else. Keep our shit in our home. I want to get like a new truck at this point, but I love my truck to give it up. I don't think I could I don't think I could give my truck up. I love that thing too much. I think it's my fucking baby. Everybody gives me shit because it's rear-wheel drive and I don't have the all system. But it's like, bro, I just like the look of the truck. And also, not to mention, I like, in itself, it's already got so much power. If I had an all-wheel drive option, you guys don't want to know what I would do with that fucker. I would drive through houses and pig farms and shit. Oh, my God. Am I wrong, though? Too much power is bad power. Like that. Why do you think they don't make sports cars, all-wheel drives half the time? And if they do, guess what? Like, how often does it work out in our favor? And not to mention, like, all of my friends' trucks, they drive an all rear-wheel drive 95% of the time anyway, even in Illinois. Every once in a while, they'll be like, oh, gotta switch on my 4-wheel. Oh, woo. Wow, you're so lucky. Wow, let me just go ahead and watch you go and put yourself in the 4-wheel mode. Wow, I cannot speak. 4-wheel drive and with your bald-ass tires. That too. Like, I have dirt road tires. I don't know why this guy has these tires. It's just to make them look pretty. But they didn't come with another set. So this year I'm getting a really good all-season tire. And that right there will make my traction so much better because it'll be made for the actual pavement and not fucking dirt roads. What can I say? I'm a good guy. But I become a minimalist. Like I'll look at something and be like, nah, I really don't need it because I don't want to move it later. That's how I started basing off most of my wants is, do I want to move that later? Nah, and just fucking move on with life. Which, by the way, is fair. I think to be honest, that's how everybody should be viewing everything. What was I just talking? I was just talking about tires. Let's go back to that first. Yeah, people bitch about, oh, I need all-wheel drive. Okay, you probably do if you're driving on fucking fields and going off-roading all the time. But me, I don't ever do that. I just like to look at trucks, and not to mention it's a fucking V8. That's a real man truck right there, V8, and all the power in the rear axle. So, fuck you. I'll get an all-wheel drive truck in the future, I guess, but, all-wheel drive trucks, you're looking at another $4,000, at least back then. Now, I don't know I don't know what the extra amount would be for an extra axle. I mean, I could always get another axle put in, but at that point, you're looking at a down payment for another truck at that point. Oh, and then we're gonna go back to the other topic really quick, which is I think that's how everybody should be basing it off of. It's like I live in a decently sized apartment, right? And I look at half the shit I want to buy, and I'm like, man, hell nah. Like, cause it's like I have to move that later, or I gotta find a spot for it. You know, I could buy as many cock rings as I want, and then, you know, choke hold my cock like fucking Homer does to Bart Simpson on fucking. God, what's the Simpsons? That's easy. Throw those rings on the doorknob or in the sink. That's an easy out of the way thing. But most of the time, it's like I'll find something. And I'm like, God, I really don't want to move that later. Or what if I need to get storage unit? Stuff like that. Oh my God, I'm tired. I've had a long day at work. Everybody, don't be sitting there going, geez, he's yawning again. Yes, I'm yawning again because I can. It's my podcast. Which, by the way, none of my friends have been supporting this, by the way. I want to point that out. No one has listened. Like, a lot of my friends listen to the first 3, which is okay. They're probably just not podcast people. I'm going for Braden right now. That motherfucker has his earpod in all day at work. And I know he's probably going, oh, God, what if my boss hears this? No, Matt's not listening to this, I don't think. Has his earpod in all day. What are you listening to, man? Listen to my podcast. Give it a like. By the way, if you made it this far into the podcast, don't forget to like it, share it, comment how big your dick is. Quite curious. 18 plus, please. Nothing less than that. On the last podcast I did with John, by the way, which, by the way, I scrapped it. I was like, nah. I somehow fucked up all my files, and I don't know how I did it. So, I'm going to try recording another one later tonight, and I'm going to try compressing my thing. But John at the end of the podcast is like, you only brought up dicks once. And I'm like, yeah, and? He goes, are you not as gay anymore? Or I'm like, first off, I was never gay. And second, yeah, it's just dicks. It's funny, but not all the time. It's got to be like in the right mood. You know, like, fuck. Sorry. God damn. I'll move you guys towards you a little bit. I'm going to lounge back here. But yeah. I'm like, John, we were talking about it. I asked John, like, you ever question your sexuality? And he goes, what? No, I never questioned my sexuality. And I'm like, that means you're gay if you never questioned it. I questioned my sexuality when I was 13. I was like, am I gay? I looked up wiener on Google, and I was like, I am not gay. Oh, my God. What the fuck? This one has cottage cheese in it. And, yeah, man, I've always just fucking been a ladies kind of guy. I don't care really for male genitalia. And that's a good thing. Like, I'm glad. Like, I know my dad has a crackhead son and all that. And I'm glad he doesn't have a gay one. Nothing wrong with gay people, by the way. Nothing wrong with gay people. But I know damn well that if I was gay, I'd be pretty upset. Because it's like a life without titties and a life without pussy is a sad life. And that's some real shit. That someone got to put that in a fucking quote, by the way. You know. I've been texting Theo Von still every day. Hoping to God that he replies back and invites me on his podcast. The other day I texted him, I hate fat bitches that don't clean underneath their pouches. Because for some reason, every fat girl, for some reason, seems to have a pouch. Let's check my phone really quick. It's vibrating a lot. Every fat bitch just seems to have a pouch, and I don't know why. We're just gonna let's check my snappy snaps. Oh, Jesus! All right, your mom's. Oh, someone sent me a picture. Who the fuck is that? Who is that? Why does this person look so young? What the hell? Oh, you know what? It's probably his niece. Never mind. Whoopsies. Everybody false alarm. I'm like, oh, I was about to have to go get a gun and take care of all my friends. You know, I'm a big big fan of shooting pedophiles. I think I said that 1,000 times. Don't let me catch you. Don't let me catch you with child pornography, or I will fucking I will lose my shit. I will shoot you, and the cops will arrest me. Which I feel like if you shoot a pedophile and you kill him, you should be getting an award. By the way, you should not be going to jail. You should be getting like $400. $400 you should be getting. $400 or $500, or like a free ticket to Florida. And here's why, right? Don't sit there and say it's a crime because you're taking away a life. What about the kid he fucking touched? Have I bitched about pedophilia in the past? I think I have, and I bitch about it every single day because there is no punishment great enough for these fuckers. Let me find a guy. Like, if a guy comes up to me and goes, "I'm a registered sex offender," all right, get the fuck off my property. You have to count of 3, right? And it's like, what about that life you just took away from that kid? Because you're like, oh, I like little kid boys. Nah, fuck you. You're getting shot in the face. I'll go to jail for life over that because at least in jail, you'll be respected. All right. I feel like doing anything other than, like, touching kids is respectable in prison, right? Like, learn how to cut hair. You're respected. Learn how to be a massage therapist or, like, a physical trainer. You're respected. But yeah, man, I hate people who are into it. I'm not a fan. I have my friend John's nieces are kind of like my nieces, and I could not imagine what I would do if they got touched. So, which is why I'm like kind of like not a big fan of religion, because like you're gonna sit there and tell me that you're a pastor and God told you to molest these kids. Obviously, that's a few bad apples in the bunch, but you know what I'm saying? Oh God. God damn. Oh, I'm convinced, by the way. I'm going to whisper this because I'm scared. I think someone lives in these fucking attics in my apartment, right? So, I don't know how that'd be possible, but I could see it because I don't live in your basic, like, ghetto-ass apartments, right? I have a breezeway. It's connected, but it's not connected by hallway. It's connected by breezeway and stacks. So if you have my apartment connected to me is another apartment, right? And then I have 2 apartments below us. And it's not a hallway, it's a breezeway about 12 feet wide. So it's an apartment building, but it's not. It's weird. But anyway, I heard shit. And I heard shit above me last night. And I'm like, wait, I'm on the top floor. I shouldn't be hearing fucking dick. And I'm like, it's either a fucking homeless man or it's a loud ass squirrel. I wouldn't be surprised if it's somebody living up there, because they're all connected in here. Because the way it's aligned, at least I believe it's all connected. I kind of want to take a peek up there. I feel like I should. I'll have Brayden and John with me when I do it. But no, my neighbor, who's gone for 6 months, I believe, like, he was still renting here. He was just gone for business. I wouldn't be surprised. There was days I saw his light on and his truck wasn't here. And I'm like, all right, someone's living here. But because of the fact that he was gone for so long, I don't think he knew he was going to be gone, because a bunch of mice came over to my apartment because of him. Our walls are connected. So I ended up putting out a bunch of mouse traps. I only had 2 mouse issues here. And I only saw 1 the entire time. So, I'm blessed. I think I told you guys that story. I don't even know at this point. I just ramble. I ramble for an hour. You guys listen for an hour. You guys tell me you hate it. And then we move on. Oh, man. It's moving on. My God. So, I told you guys, I believe, last podcast. If I didn't, I'm going to say that a lot. I ended up dropping my truck off to get its stuff taken care of because it was fucking broken. Ended up charging like $500 to $600. That same day, I dropped my truck off so they could fix it. Again, John's truck, and I go to slam his door shut, and my phone gets in the middle of his truck and his truck door. Yep. Let that sink in. Crush that motherfucker, that's for sure. And destroyed my phone, and I could not. As of right now, I can't transfer fucking dick. So I'm going to try charging a little bit and see if that does anything. I was so upset because I'm like, God damn it. It's like, really? At a time like this? So I went and I bought another phone, $550. So we're already pushing 1,000. And I bought the bed Saturday, so I think I spent like $3,000. Part willingly, kind of not. I mean, the new bed was in the making anyway. Difference was is I just didn't know what bed I wanted. I need a really firm bed, which I'm just eyeballing it right now. I'm like, God damn, it looks so fucking comfy. And it's like, I told myself, like, I need to save money. Nope, didn't work. Fuck it, as soon as I got paid, woo! My account lit up like a fucking batch of fireworks. God damn it. What kind of bed you guys sleep on? You guys like firm or soft? I think anything soft is kind of pointless. I get it's supposed to be a bed, but if you want like a soft, broken-in feeling, go sleep on the couch. Because naps on the couch are the best. I don't know what it is, but the couch is the best place to nap, hands down. I think everybody could agree that way. God, this girl keeps sending me pictures of her dog, and this dog's fucking hideous. I won't lie. God damn, put those fucking eyelids back in. Something I don't know how many times I go bitch about this, but hang on, sorry, I was reading my group chat again, but let's keep scrolling through Facebook here. Oh, I'm in this group that's like for my local, and my God, these people could go fuck themselves. Every day it's the same shit. Dog loose on West Avenue or whatever it is, and I'm like, it's the same dog every day. I'm just gonna start posting 7 cats loose on like a random ass street, and so that way people go searching for them. 7 orange cats. Which, by the way, orange cats are the most vicious cats, hands down. Every time you see a video of them, they're always they're always going after each other. Is the orange cat the black cat of the race? Because it always has high crime violence. Wait, high crime violence. Does that sound right? God, I'm struggling today, guys. I'm trying to high crime rate. Is that kind of stereotypical? Yes, it is. But I'm really picking on the blacks here today. Let's kind of shift the mood. God, what about these Mexicans? No, I'm kidding. God, I fucking hate white people. My friend just posted a video of a guy doing a stunt on barbed wire. There's this guy that goes, "Fuck this shit," and he jumps on the barbed wire and he like screams in agony, and I'm like, dude, what did you think was gonna happen? You thought it was gonna be feathers? But I can't tell if it's fake. But then he gets up and the barbed wire's stuck in his back and shit, and I'm like, oh my God, you can see the scars. He looks like a goddamn slave in the back. Goddamn. But this is gonna be the episode that gets canceled. I said some fucked up shit on this one, I feel. Not as fucked up as I could have gotten. But you ever say shit that's completely out of line? I did today at work. Me and my friend Brayden were talking about who had this girl the most, and I've never once hugged her, kissed her. We've only made eye contact once, and I've only jizzed twice. So, he goes, bro, if anything, she would totally be all over me. And I was like, bro, how? He goes, I've seen her tits. And I'm like, so I've smelled her lips. Shit smell like apples and blossom. Fucking totally got his bitch ass with that too, because he wasn't expecting it. It was so out of pocket, Shit crazy, man. And you ever work with someone in close quarters, and you can kind of tell like how good their shit would be. And here's the thing, like I said it before, but that's why sexting is a big thing for me. I feel like that way you kind of get the feel of like the range. Like when you scope out new terrain, you don't just dive on in unless you're a fucking lunatic. I would never be good at picking up bitches at a bar, man. I'd be like, first question, what's your pussy look like? And then, obviously they would do the, how dare you assume you're going to have my pussy tonight? Well, you came in here, looking like that. Fuck me eyes. What do you think is going to happen? God, there was this bartender Friday nights that had fuck me eyes, dude. I would rock her shit, but relationships and stuff. Oh my God. I'm gonna let you guys know I'm taking a whole ass fucking nap after this. Actually, I'm going to bed after this. That's 5:18. And we're only 40 minutes into this. And as I'm looking out my window, by the way, I want to bitch about who makes the screens. Like, the manufacturers. Do they make, like, thin, like, smaller square screens? You know what I'm talking about? Like, how they have the little squares and shit in between? Like, I know these are so small as it is, but I think that's so small that these spiders are just breaking physics and they're walking right through them. Because on my window, for whatever reason, I think it's because I live on the back of, like, corn and beans. I live right by a field. And they like to hover on my screen, and I think it's really annoying. I have to flick them off, but they come right back. And then again, my apartment, I have to kill them, so I have to have my window closed often, which sucks. Unless I'm gone, then my biggest thing is I don't want bugs in my bed or anything, like, or my clothes. That's a no-go for me, bro. What's the weirdest thing you've ever jerked off into? I want to say the weirdest thing I've ever jerked off into was like a napkin. But I've heard some stories like people coming in plastic bags and socks, Gatorade bottles, which, by the way, a Gatorade bottle is too fucking small. I don't know what that says about me, but if you got a small enough wiener, go ahead and come in a Gatorade bottle you want. But I got come in a red Solo cup. Is it sexual harassment if you come in a red Solo cup and you bring it to a party and you sit on a table and wait for someone to drink it? Because you know goddamn well someone's going to fucking drink the cup, right? Like, fill it up like a shot level of jizz. Jizz and, like, I guess you got to mix it with something. Rum. Dude, jizz and rum. Why do I feel like that would be a good drink combination? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. But anyway, you wait for them to pick it up. They don't know it's jizz. But you and your buddies over here going, oh my god, he fucking did it. Oh, but it's out of pocket. And now maybe in like 6 years at his wedding, you know, you could be like, you know, hey, I hope your girlfriend swallows loads just as good as you do. And then he's like, what are you talking about? And you're like, well, we pulled a prank on you 6 years ago. We jizzed in a Solo cup. And we left it on the table at a party and we saw you drink it. That would be fucking crazy, actually. Now I'm thinking about it, and he couldn't sue you because he wouldn't know if you're being serious or not. You know he's going up to his guys after the speech like, come on. That's all jokes, right? And one guy's like, oh, of course, you know, keep throwing him off. But or is it? Oh, I guess I know what I'm doing. I got to go to college now, even though I really don't want to. I fucking hate college. I've never been there. Don't want to go there. Fuck that. College is the biggest waste of money. Learn a trade. Do an OnlyFans. Dude, be fucking creative. People going to school to be fucking lawyers and doctors. All right, Mr. 4.0 GPA. You know kids who have a 4.0 GPA just, like, are the ones who are suicidal. So, like, what's the fucking point of going to college if you're going to kill yourself halfway through the fucking midterm anyway? And I know that sounds fucked up, but it's like every person I know who has a 3.5 GPA or more, they all have successful families, and that kid for some reason always has to be suicidal. It's like they know they will not be able to match the fact that their dad's a fucking surgeon for the vice president, you know? God, it fucking pisses me off. You know what I would do with the fucking 3.5 GPA? God damn. That would first off mean I'm book smart, which means I know how to read big words and spell big words. I can't even spell the word accept without spelling it out. ACCEPTE. I don't even think I spelled it right there. But it's always those fucking bitches. My daddy did so good. I'm gonna fucking say I'm gonna kill myself. I think a lot of kids do that though, so they can just take advantage of their parents' money. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm basically putting a label on the kids who have a 3.5 GPA. And if they have a 3.5 GPA, then they're like a fucking virgin. You know, and I guess it doesn't matter either, because at some point, you're going to start making money, and you're going to be able to fuck anyone you want. And so, I guess it comes back full circle if you're smart. But if you're stupid like me, man, don't even get me started. I think I had like a 1.2 GPA leaving high school. Now, I've heard worse. I've heard someone had like just barely passing, like a 0.7 GPA. It could be a lot worse. Actually, you know what? I'm going to share a story. So it's right before COVID hit, right before we got kicked out of high school, right? And I go up to my counselor. We're like 4 weeks out from No, we're about 2 weeks out from COVID. Like, the first case has just been found, but it wasn't, like, a big thing yet. I remember going up to my counselor. I'm like, what can I do to get my GPA up? My GPA was, like, 0.9. She goes, I was like, what's that sound? You're not supposed to make that sound. I'm supposed to make that sound. So she goes, look, I don't think your GPA is going to get any higher than 0.9. And I said, well, fuck you. Right? In which I was just doing what I had to do. I had to defend my man, which was myself. And I was like, I'm going to get that shit up. And you know what? I did. It went from a 0.9 to a 1.2, goddammit. And at the end of the year, she was like, you know what? I was not expecting you to jump this high. And I know it's not supposed to be a flex, but goddamn. Like, I was not a high school kid, man. I really wasn't. Oh, I'm itching my balls right now. God damn. Fuck. Man, God. But, man, I hated my high school counselors. I saw one of them the other day. I'm like, God, what happened to your hair? You're balding. And she's a female, bro. God damn. I'll tell everybody who asks me outside of this podcast who it is, but I'm not going to say it now. God forbid one of them's listening in. Like, God, we need to watch this kid. Make sure he's not going to come back and get revenge on the school or something. God, how much balls do you have to fucking shoot up a school, right? Like, I'm not saying it's good, but I don't know what runs through these kids' minds when they're like, oh, I'm going to shoot a bunch of kids who made fun of me. I got made fun of all throughout high school. Not once did I think about shooting up a school. I just thought, you know what? If I just stop showing up, is anyone going to fucking care? I know a lot of teachers would, because they'd be like, oh... I think, like, school now, the only reason why the government makes you go, or at least when I was in high school, / middle / elementary school, I think the only reason why the government makes you go is because it's like a census thing. The more kids that go, the more you pay for schooling, which, by the way, to enroll your kids is fucking ridiculously expensive. I think, like, that's why they make you go. Like, you miss more than 10 days a year, they get on you about it. Such as, if you don't go to school, then you could face jail time and shit. Unless my dad was just lying to me and he just wanted me to go. I want to be homeschooled for that reason, because I feel like, you know, it's kind of like religion. Like, going back to that, is the more people that go and do it, the more that the person on the top makes. It's kind of like a pyramid scheme, right? Because you got, like, the person who owns the school, who collects all the money, and then distributes it to the top end of the people in the school, like the principal and the treasury, and then they take their portion, and then they give it to, like, the staff, and then the staff give it to the teachers, and then the teachers give it to, like, student teachers, and that's it. I think it's like a total fucking pyramid thing. Which, by the way, one of my friends just tried getting me in a pyramid scheme, which he's not really a friend at this point. He kind of fucking asshole is what he is. You know, he's telling me, you know, I don't want to be a dick, but time is money, and I don't want our time to be wasted. We have people who are interested in this. I'm like, yeah, you go and you con those fuckers into doing this pyramid scheme. Don't bring that fucking shit here, all right? Because I guess, like, the whole idea is, like, to take a product that you have to buy and you have to sell it for their price and you make a small profit, but first that profit's got to go to the person at the top. Really? The 4-minute conversation we had, I don't need to have a Zoom call with you guys for 15 and 20 minutes and listen to this stupid fucking bullshit. Because what it is it's a fucking system disguised, a pyramid scheme disguised as this fucking business scheme. And it's like... Yeah, you know what? People could be in pyramid schemes. I know you could take advantage of them, but the train only runs so long. And in the end, you're wasting more time than you are making money. I was just straight up. I'm like, I have a better chance at growing a bigger dick than I do at making money in this fucking thing. And he goes, oh, no, come back. I'm like, no, go fucking con those other fucking 6 people. Let me find out my dad's doing. I'm going to beat his fucking ass. Which I haven't talked to my dad in like fucking, oh, God. 3-4 weeks? God damn. Ever since my dog was put down. I think that was like 3 weeks ago. Haven't talked to him since. Haven't given a fuck to do so. I'm gonna have a whole podcast episode of me just bashing my father without him here to defend himself. Whatever. I tried not to think about it too much. Which, by the way, Claudia got me this crystal thing of like my dog's face in it. Really cool. Really cool. I haven't pulled it out of the box yet though, because I feel like it's too soon. The wound is still fresh, you know. Not saying I'm a fan of yet, in which I'll get over at some point, but as of right now, I don't plan on taking it out of the box. Not yet, at least. Oh man, fucking, I'll never own another dog like that for that reason. Like my girlfriend's other families owning dogs. Like, yeah, that'll be sad, but it won't be like my own personal dog that's dying. You know. Oh fuck! All right, I think I'm gonna end the podcast here, everybody. Like I said, I promise I didn't forget about you guys. I just been trying to make sure my audio is good. I had 3 podcasts I wanted to upload, but as of right now, I scrapped them all. I'm starting fresh on them. I'm not deleting the ones on my channel. Those are obviously for learning curves and stuff, and I have no one helping me on this. So I'm going to try uploading another podcast tomorrow. I'm going to do some more audio testing tonight, and hopefully we could get the double mic thing working. It's not that it's the problem with me, and if anybody out there who knows this kind of shit, don't be scared to comment. It's just that when I go to upload it and move the file to YouTube, it does not allow me to do so. So it just tells me that the file's too big or something. So I'm gonna try something else and kind of just go from there. But on that note, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go take a fucking nap and beat my dick to all you guys liking this video. Don't be scared to like it, subscribe, share it with your family, possibly your grandma. I think she'll laugh at this. She's probably missing Grandpa, ain't she? I'm kidding. All right. Talk to y'all later, faggots.